Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're doing something a little bit different because, as I mentioned in my last video, which was the retro review of season 5 episode 12, the season 5 finale, we only have a few episodes of the OG L Word left to review, and they're still filming Generation Q season 2. And in the interim, I want to keep making videos, I want to keep making content, talking to you guys, so we need to branch out a little bit. And there's not really, I would love to do other lesbian, queer, whatever shows, but it's dry as a desert out there. And even just in terms of content in general, there's not a hell of a lot going on because of just the last year. Television, movies, everything had to shut down basically, so everything is really delayed. And I really am going to start doing, other shows that come out, even if they're not explicitly lesbian, gay, trans, bisexual, LGBTQ plus. There might be something that I'd like to do. Like, I really like the show Dexter. It's another Showtime show and they're rebooting it. But if there is a show that's coming out soon that is LGBTQ plus friendly, of course I will do it. If anyone has any suggestions, let me know down in the comment section. But in the meantime, there's plenty of other stuff out there. And today, there's going to be L Word stuff. Don't worry, there's going to be L Word stuff. So, I wouldn't be in the L Word outfit if there wasn't L Word stuff. So, we're going to do the L Word stuff towards the end. But I'm going to take a look at basically some of the most popular lesbian memes, and also I really came across some little gems that I've never seen before. So there's a few of those, and then also some of the best L Word memes, like the ones that just crack me up. So I'm gonna put them up on the screen, of course, so you guys can see. But yeah, we all need a laugh right now, don't we guys? Like, the world is on fire, and we haven't had any new L Word in a year, so yeah, we need some positivity here. And of course, if this is your first time on the channel, or if you watch like all of my videos but for some reason you haven't clicked the subscribe button, make it happen. Click the subscribe button, because when I get to 5,000 and 10,000 subscribers, I will be adding an L Word and Ash Silver tattoo to my sleeve. There's some people who really want to see this happen, me included, so click the subscribe button. And if at any point one of these memes cracks you up, click that like button, as it really helps out the channel. And that algorithm is always fighting against us LGBTQ plus creators, so give it a little like for me. Okay, starting off with this one, because it's just, I think this is like the original lesbian meme, lesbian stereotype. And she says, when your Tinder date goes exceptionally well. And of course we see the U-Haul. And I love this joke, once as a lesbian, bring to a second date a U-Haul, because it's basically super true. I know so many people who have totally U-Hauled, and this one just stands the test of time. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. This one is also an oldie but a goodie, and this is probably the one that I used to get the most when I first came out, which was like 14 years ago when I was about 20. As we know, the world was a very different place 14 years ago. So, and even like other gay people, other lesbians would say to me, are you sure you're gay? Like, yes, yes. So another oldie but a goodie, and I hope that the younger generation do not have to deal with this as much, but unfortunately you still see it a lot, and even, you know, more so on the internet and things, where people will say, oh, I don't think she's gay, like, she wears makeup. Like, have you seen the L Word? This one last week. I saw this one last week, and basically this is the reason for the video, because I was cracking up. So if you don't know who these two women are, they are from Orange is the New Black, and Samira Wiley, she played Pusey Washington on the show. She was one of the leads, one of the stars. And then Lauren Morelli is writer on the show, and she was, when she started writing for Orange in the beginning, she was, I believe, married to a man, and she didn't, you know, even suspect that she was gay, and she came out, and then they got together. It was a really cute story. And they had this like amazing, beautiful wedding, and someone has wrote here underneath the picture of a lesbian wedding: getting married on the same day as my best friend is absolutely BFF goals. Are there any pictures of how their husbands look like? And someone with a brain has written underneath, oh dear. Just gold, pure gold. This one is, you know, PG-13 plus, and I feel like, you know, we're not so super vocal about this sort of thing, because in the end, I mean, I'm sure there's some straight people watching this, and I'm sure they have a great time, but, you know, just judging on like television shows, movies, what people tell me, Tinder, y'all straight people have a tough time sometime with, you know, this sort of thing. So what is gay privilege? Better sex. That, you know, I'm not saying all, but in general, yeah. Not that I know what the other side is like, but, you know, judging on how many of my gay friends have no complaints and how many straight people I know that do, that's what I'm going with. This one, absolutely me growing up when I was 16, going to an all-girls Catholic school. And, you know, I've mentioned before, my class had a large number. There was 86 of us, and I think there's about 20 lesbians. But, again, we did also have Kayleigh McEnany in our class, and, you know, Trump's White House press secretary. So just balancing it out. I had a girlfriend since I was 16, and this whole, you know, mom, can my friend sleep over? Mom, that's fine, but no boys. Me. Yeah. I mean, I know that To Ellen Back podcast has talked about this before, and there's basically two like universal perks to being gay. One, the whole, you know, women sleepover growing up friends thing, and we can also use the same bathroom. I'm sure there's a lot of other perks like the previous one, you know, the great gay privilege, but those are good perks too. This one I absolutely love because biggest mood, now kiss, because when I was young, you just basically had to, you know, there was no L word, and you know, things like, I remember this, people call it like sometimes now like queer baiting and things, where I don't know whether a lot of people watch like the superhero shows, but Supergirl does it, and there's this whole fandom of people, like I guess I'd kind of include myself in it, that the character of Supergirl and then Lena Luthor, like they're supposed to be best friends, but if one of them was a man, like people would be shipping them. People already are shipping them, but there's, you know, Buffy and Faith used to do this. Like, it is clear Buffy and Faith, like at least at bare minimum, had a night of hookup. Like, they do this a lot in shows, and this just makes me think of, you know, even back in the day, like before Twitter and Facebook and all these things, we used to have those message boards, and, you know, there'd be like, there's always a couple of lesbians that would be on about any show and be absolutely like shipping these two, you know, female characters. And, you know, Xena, there's so many, and it just makes me think of all of that. So thankfully now we actually do have, you know, some gay characters, but again, few and far between. We need a lot more. So I'm gonna move on to the L word ones after this one, but this one kind of, you know, straddle there's a version of it that I've seen that I think is actually funnier, that is L word related. And this one says, as a lesbian, huge pause, supporter, and it says discussing LGBT rights at family gatherings, I guess for, you know, people who haven't come out of the closet yet. But I have seen a version of this that says Jennifer Beals be like. It is so true. Yeah, unfortunately, tragically, she is heterosexual. So this one is just like classic. You could literally have two girls like making out with each other, and I guess it goes back to the Orange is the New Black one, where it's just people will refuse to believe that two women can be in a relationship together. But if a man like wears a pink shirt, he's gay. I feel like with women, there's just always that thing where people just really do not want to accept that two women can be in a relationship and be completely satisfied. So this just makes me laugh, because literally there was two women getting married together and someone's like, oh, they're best friends. Again, this is another one that is just refusing to accept. And oh my gosh, the amount of times that I could tell you this has happened to me, where you go up to the check-in desk at a hotel or anything else in the world that is a couple thing, like a couple's massage or anything, dinner reservations, and they're like, oh, you know, do you want to bet? And it's like, we're not friends. I love this one. This one is just completely apt for the world at the moment. There's various versions of this one. I did one that was my plans, and it had Bettina, and then it said 2020, and it had the Carpenter. But I think this one is awesome just for the world that's on fire, because it's like, you know, obviously you expect it to be around real people but instead we're all on Zoom looking at like digital versions of each other. So right now I'm going to plug myself a little bit. This is my favorite meme that I've made and it's definitely the one that I think it's the most liked Instagram post I've ever had, and I love it. Like, Leisha Haley's in it, it's about Valentina. To me it is perfect, and me waiting for this pandemic to be over so the L Word can film again and get Valentina back together. And honestly, there should be I should make a version that's just so me waiting for this pandemic to be over so the L Word can film again because for a long time that I did this meme so long ago that I've reposted it like several times and it still applies. We still haven't got season 2. This meme I actually cracked up when I saw it, and I have no idea who made it. I've only seen it reposted. So if you are the original creator of this meme, please tell me so that I can give you credit. And also, you're hilarious, because anytime I watch the last episode now and this pops up, all I see is this meme, because it is so true. So true. Thank you for 6 wildly inconsistent seasons. I mean, is there anything that sums up the L word more? There's also varying degrees of this one. Straight girls, I wish I was a lesbian. It would be so much less complicated. Have you ever met a woman? Like, have you? I mean, I guess, you know, when I go on like first dates, especially with women, and afterwards 95% of my friends are straight, and they'll ask me, you know, what it was like, and I tell them about the day, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, we were discussing like if we wanted kids and what our kind of like future goals are, and we talked about our exes, and all of them, every single time I go on a first date, all of them are like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I mean, no wonder, because it's always men that would stop you from discussing that sort of thing. And I mean, I probably think this because I am gay, but like, I absolutely love being gay. I think that there are so many great perks. Like, there's also, you know, a lot of complication, and there's just realms of gayness that you don't even deal with in the straight world, like the whole being friends with exes and everyone knowing everyone that like you've been with, or dating exes and all these things. But you know, it brings some entertainment in anyway. There's also some versions of this that are like about how the lesbians would have the votes counted already from the election, and there's also a couple of versions of this. I posted one about how if the lesbians were doing contact tracing, they'd have it in the bag, which accurate. This one is just another one that I'm like, so accurate. Every time I go in and I try and be, you know, unbiased, and then just as the seasons progress, I'm more and more like, fuck you, Jenny. And so we've come to our final L word meme for today. I mean, if you guys like this type of video, I know it's like a little bit silly, but let me know, and I'd definitely love to do something like this again, or with, you know, are the straight people okay, Reddit, like maybe looking at some like funny homophobia things and just laughing, because we all need a laugh. But before, you know, I wrap it up, I want to crown the number 1 L word meme I have ever seen, and anyone I show this to who even knows what the L word is, just, it's so funny because it's so accurate. This could be us, but you're straight. I've seen this 100 times, and it is so funny, because is there anyone out there, anyone who has not had a straight girl crush? And I love how now also there's all these funny songs about it and jokes, and it's just, I mean, of course most of us go through that when you're like a teenager, and like you know, your little heart is all full, but now it's just, I think it's such a funny thing that we all like make fun of ourselves a little bit about, and it is by far, it's not only my favorite L word meme, it's my favorite lesbian meme. Like, I just love it. So I think Lesworld 2012, they are the original creators of it, so oh my gosh, you're hysterical, awesome job. So that's pretty much it for our L word and lesbian memes, guys. I mean, I don't know about you, but look, like, I love having a little silly laugh about things like that. I mean, it's good medicine for what's going on right now, because I know, you know, a lot of people are stuck at home. Again, I'm super lucky. Like, we don't have the thing here, and we don't have social distancing or masks or anything like that, so my life is very normal, but I'm aware I am one of the very, very few who that's the situation. So again, if you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know. I'd love to do something like this again. If you do have any other show or movie recommendations that you'd like to see reviewed on the channel, or just even any other thoughts behind, you know, videos you would like to see, I definitely, you know, I'm wanting to do at least 2 videos a week and a live. One of those videos right now is being taken up by the retro reviews, but we only have a couple episodes left, so definitely looking to be getting some more content out to you guys. And just thank you so much for giving this video a chance and watching it, because again, I know it's a little bit different to what I normally post. And if you had a laugh, if you enjoyed it, if you've seen, you know, some of my other videos and you're not already subscribed, make sure to click that subscribe button, as the YouTube algorithm is really not the friendliest to LGBTQ plus creators. And what if I disappear from your feed? Won't you miss me? If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like as well, as it really helps out the algorithm. And if you want even more L-word content, me content, any content, follow me on all of the social medias, and I'm really active over there, especially on Instagram, so make sure to follow me over there. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, follow me on social media. Make sure to take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.